This is the biggest problem that you have right now in your business. And I know there's a million videos. This is the biggest problem you have. It's this. The biggest problem you have is this. Next week. The biggest problem you have is this. Now here's the biggest problem you have. Everything sucks. That's the problem you have. This world is gross. It is vulgar. The barbarians aren't at the gate. They've taken over and half of us are celebrating it. That's what sucks. The news sucks. Social media sucks. Life's hard. Life's expensive. That's the truth. And your clients live like you do in that world. Let's go to business. Business sucks. It's great to be a consumer. Here's a reason why. It's great to be a consumer. Everything is for sale all the time, 24 hours a day on the internet. And whoever wants to sell it to you wants to sell it to you for as little as possible, right? Great to be a consumer. My God. Amazon? No, I ordered two of them, a large one and an extra large one, just because I didn't know which one was going to fit. I'll just send the other one back. Doesn't matter. Well, good for me as a consumer, and for you, right on. But if you're a business owner, it sucks. If you're selling stuff, how the hell do you compete with the internet? And here's the answer. You're not competing with the internet. If that's what you're doing right now, that's not what you're doing. You're losing to the internet. You just don't know yet, but you're done. There's no way you can win. The internet's going to kill you. If you own a store right now, my God, you got to sell a lot of product to pay the rent. Fold it up. It sucks. So here's the opportunity. The opportunity is to be a light. Okay, just hear me out. I'm in Minneapolis with not really a client, but just a guy who doesn't need to be my client. He's a wicked guy because he sees the world the way I do. This is almost a personal sort of hero of mine. I don't know him well enough for him to be a hero, but here it is. His name's Chuck. I'm not going to tell you his last name. So I go to dinner with Chuck. We go to this place called Birch. It was a wonderful restaurant in Minneapolis, victim of COVID. Chuck goes to the men's room. We're at the bar waiting for dinner, like to have sit at our table. I always like a little pre-soak. It's a better experience. You should do the same. So there I am at the bar. Chuck's in the men's room. And I look across at some guy standing there, and he has unusual eyewear on. Now just hear me out, okay? If you wear unusual eye-catching eyewear, not like what I'm wearing right now, like if you wore red glasses or blue glasses or some crazy damn thing, you want someone to notice. So I say, hey man, I like your specs. He goes, thank you. I said to him, I don't know why everybody wears such boring glasses. He smiles at me. So can you picture this? It's a really nice high-end restaurant. There's people all around the bar talking, posing, posturing, all that nonsense. I said to him, when I buy glasses, I buy like 3 frames at a time. He goes, you do? Like, oh, he reacts. I'll explain. I go, yeah, I don't want to have the same face every day. I got a couple of black pairs, a square pair, a clear pair, blah, blah, blah. That's it. We just have this little chat. Chuck comes out of the men's room, joins us at the bar. I said something like literally as goofy as this, because it's me, right? I say, cool guy with the glasses, meet Chuck. Chuck, cool guy with the glasses. Everybody has a little haha, and we meet and we have a chat. I then chat with somebody else about something. I'm a pretty chatty guy. It comes in really handy. And Chuck and Buddy, they with the glasses there, they exchange numbers of some kind. Somehow like, okay, so what is it? Okay, I'll text you there. Now you've got my number. And Chuck and I then go in and have dinner. You just be with me here. And when we're sitting there, so hot in my Jeep, I could bake a goddamn potato. So anyway, we're sitting there, and Chuck says to me, Dennis, if you lived in this town, oh my God, we would own it. Chuck at the time was a financial advisor working for Merrill Lynch. Okay? It's like, you're such a people person. Oh my God, we just bring them all in. I say to him, I go, good God, I know. Now, a little background on Chuck. He's built businesses, financial planning businesses from zero to managing hundreds of millions of dollars in assets multiple times. Okay, one time the partnership just wasn't working. He just walked away from all of it and rebuilt it again. This is a guy who, within the financial services industry, has done what some people think is impossible multiple times. So he says to me, you know, man, if you live here, we just crush it. We just bring people in all day long. And as I said at the start of the call, yeah, well, if I lived in Minneapolis, I would absolutely work with Chuck, but I don't, and he doesn't need me because he's that good. But we have a little laugh about it, and I say to him, I go, you know what, I got to be honest with you. I have no idea why people find this so hard, growing a book of business in the financial service industry. And this is where this is going, because this world sucks. And Chuck says, you know, Dennis, my whole career, I've said to people ask me, hey, what do you do? And I say to them, because my whole career, advisors tell me this story that people say, hey, what do you do? And the person says, I'm a financial advisor. And the person that asked the question, hey, what do you do? Turns heel and gets away from that person as fast as they can. You know, like they said, I sell Bibles. Oh, great. Nice to meet you. And away they go. I'm a financial advisor. Oh, okay. And they back off. And Chuck says to me with a big smile, he says, Chuck's also impossibly handsome and has a head full of hair that no man deserves. Should be a French Canadian. He probably is. Anyway, thick hair. Chuck smiles at me. He goes, now people ask me what I do. And I say, I'm a financial advisor. And he goes, and instantly they say to me, really? Tell me about that. Like this crazy thing happens. Everybody else, it's like the kiss of death. Oh no, you're an advisor. I don't want to talk to you. And for Chuck, every time he tells somebody, it attracts a client. Okay? Okay. Chuck lands the guy at the bar as a client. He's an optometrist. That's why he was so happy that I buy so many frames when I get new glasses. He's an optometrist. That's why he wears crazy cool glasses. Okay? You could say, and you'd be wrong, yeah, well, you got lucky. You could have just as well met a stooge standing at that bar. And here it is. Well, I probably did. The next guy I was talking to, he was probably a stooge. But I wasn't standing at the bar trying to find clients. I was standing at the bar trying to get drunk. No, I was standing just to get a buzz on. I was standing at the bar doing what I do, which is being my authentic self. I'm true to myself and I'm true with how I represent myself to others. And what I was doing was not prospecting. I wasn't trying to qualify some stranger. I wasn't trying to force myself into somebody's life in a way that is inappropriate in this world that sucks. What I was doing was inserting myself into that person's life just by being a light. I was just trying to make a moment for that person. Hey man, I love your glasses. That's it. And I do it 65 times a day because that's what I do. I recognize the world we're living in, even when it was only a regular world and it didn't suck like it does right now. It actually sucks and blows concurrently. Which you, up until this very moment, you thought, isn't that impossible? Yeah, I thought so too, but nope, it's happening. And we're living in it. So here is the moral of this story. The number one job you have and opportunity you have in this world of epic suckery is to be a light. Somebody walks into your business, light them up. Say something nice. Well, there you are. Say that. Hey there, how are you? I'm in a snowstorm right now. Reference it. I don't care. Do something. Make that person, because they live in the same world as you. And it sucks. So give them a moment, for God's sakes, where they actually feel for a second that it sucks a little bit less. If it's a hardware store or a hair salon or an accounting firm, so I look at my neighbor's office window here, or a psychologist's office, that's what he does. Doesn't matter. And extend it outside of your business world too. Go to the coffee shop and be nice to the kid. I don't know. Job one is to build belonging in this world of epic, celebrated, whitewashed suckery. The opportunity is to ensure that every person who comes in touch with you, including you and me right now in this video, that I give you something. Okay? So, as I laugh at myself. So here's what I'm going to give you. It sucks, but you don't. And while you might not necessarily be an optimist, at least we can all be hopeful. Build belonging. Create a place that doesn't suck. Create a place where you buy your milk, or you invest your money, or you buy your cars or your nights out, your clothing, your whatever it is. Be something that's worth not going to Amazon for. Be something, be an emotion. That's how experience works. It's emotion first. So that's your first question. What does it feel like when somebody experiences you and your brand and your business? I don't care what your business is. Walking in the door shouldn't be walking in the door. It should be a moment. You should feel like you've arrived. Somewhere safe, somewhere you're seen, somewhere that understands you. Bonus points if it's some place that I can participate in and become something at. That's it. I mean everything I just said. It sucks. I have a hard time with it these days. You know, it's like everywhere I look other than the things I control, I just think, oh my God, how are we getting dumber? How's this happening? And it's a little bit of chicken soup for the soul here, but here it is. Well, that is the opportunity, isn't it? On the other side of the thing that sucks is the thing that's great. And you can be the thing that's great. So if you got a practice and a whole bunch of clients, hey man, phone them. What? Should I wait until they come in the store and say something nice? No, you just phone them right now. Phone them, say something, be something, do something. Follow up, be nice, don't suck. Especially if you own a business where you sell your thinking, where people hire you for what you know and your advice and your counsel. If you have that kind of trust-based relationship with a client, call them all the time. Call them when you have nothing to sell them. Be that thing in their day that doesn't suck, that shines. That's what it's all about, okay? I could tell you stories all day long about amazing things that happen. In fact, I'm going to tell you one more on my way out the door as this occurs to me. I scored this cottage. It would freak you out. It's in the middle of a provincial park. I'm one of only a handful of buildings on the lake. The lake is 8 miles long. It's a Canadian paradise. My wife said to me, I don't know any other way to emphasize this. My wife said to me, for a lucky guy talking to me, she goes, I have no idea how you pulled this one off. Like in a life of pretty much good fortune, how the hell, I think she made a joke about a horseshoe, if you know what I mean. How do you walk with that thing up your backside? Oh my God, you are the luckiest human being alive. I met the owners at a chip stand and I spoke to them. That's it. That's all I did. I was just a light. I just saw these people and recognized you're not from around here and you definitely don't speak French and you probably need some help with a navigator, translator right now. So I chose to lean in and say, hey, can I help you out at a hamburger stand in Quebec? And that was going on 19 years ago, and that's how I found that cottage, okay? The one you see in my videos, which is a magical place. Oh my God, it's the find of my life, but don't miss and how did it all happen? I talked to a stranger. I just tried to help when it wasn't my job, when it wasn't up to me. Let the guy that owns the chip stand hire kids that are bilingual. You know, it's not my job. Instead, I just see it. I wasn't the only one that saw it, but I was the only one that said, hey, can I help you out? That's how I met them. That's how I got the keys to Pine Lodge. It's been 19 years. Coming up, this will be my 19th summer. I could take my entire business to the ground. I could burn it to the ground, and I could restart it and get everything I ever wanted, even quicker than I did the last time, because now I'd actually know what the hell I'm doing. And my entire business would be based on being a light and building belonging and attracting people to me. That's it. Do the same. It's a tough world we're living in, man. Be a light, build belonging, watch my videos, follow, say something nice. Be a light, say something nice, leave me a comment, send me a note. Subscribe, tell your buddies, share it if you want, and absolutely do this. Watch this video.